Okay, I am back. That did take a minute or two. So if you're with me, I hope I didn't lose too many of you. Please say hello again and let me know you're here. I'm just getting my notes set up. You can actually see my computer on your screen. And that's how I'm going to share what's going on until this web page is live, which hopefully will be soon. Thanks, Alyssa. Now to try and round up everybody is the key. I hope it was easy. Terry's back. Yay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Good, good. Let me just putz around with some of the settings so I can see what's going on. Just two of you have found your way back so far, so hopefully we can actually maybe Alyssa, if you will share the post on the group, it might come up easier that way for some people. I don't know. I'm just thinking, and I know there's a lag time as well, so I will take a breath and be patient. I know, right, Terry? She smiles. Yeah, I love technology. I love it. Like, what would I do without it? I'm doing my self-talk here. It's actually really true. I do love it. I just don't like it when I'm challenged by it, but most of the time I like it. All right, well, I don't want to make those of you who are with me right now wait. So thank you, Alyssa, for sharing it. Actually, okay, you shared it. So we'll give it another. I hope you two are patient right now, Terry and Alyssa. If you found you refreshed your feed, I should have said that. I didn't know that. I'm learning so much. Learning so much. Well, I felt bad hanging up, but I didn't know any other way to do it. I just got a pop-up says the Self-Discovery Wisdom School started a watch party. Oh, that's you, Alyssa. That must have been you sharing it. Cool. All right. Slowly but surely we're getting a few more people. Just going to give it a couple of minutes. Thank you for your patience. And again, if I will put in, I'll put in the files, this document that I'm going on, as well as the link if you want to set up a strategy session with me. Oh, good. Debbie's back. A link popped up. Okay. I've got some learning to do. Actually, though, I'm not going to be doing these live streams all that much with a group, so I still need to learn it, but that's not going to be the way it works with the school program. It's going to be in Zoom. We will have a private group to interact, but not Facebook Live per se. So, oh yeah, I'm totally learning with you, Terry. I used to teach, you know, in person, right? But I use technology all the time. I came from a telecommunications background even. But that's why I haven't done it in these 7 years, is I didn't want to jump the hurdles. So COVID gift, silver lining. I am now being forced to, and like I said before, I got a beautiful grant where I got this incredible new iMac to keep doing my work. I can't even believe it. So I am not complaining, really. Zoom is great. I'm super happy with Zoom, and I've been learning all kinds of fun things you can do in Zoom. It does not need to be dry, you know. I don't know if any of you have had any social occasions. Actually, Alyssa, who's on here with us and helping me behind the scenes, she has a March birthday, and it was, you know, right after all this mess started, kind of in that first 2 weeks when it was quiet. We were all trying to figure out what to do, and we wanted to have a surprise party for her, but nope, we had a Zoom surprise party, but it was still fun. And it was, I know, some of them's first time doing Zoom when they got on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop and start talking. You were a training designer, an in-person designer. Oh, so you get it, Terry. You've probably had to adjust as well, I'm guessing, because I'm sure you still have to keep training, or maybe you're not doing that anymore. I don't know. Okay, fall 2020 program. What is it? So here's my promise. Actually, our promise, because I have a team. By the end of this online program, using guided, creative, and fun self-discovery quests, women, and men in transition who gave their all to their families and their careers, along with those looking for their North Star of guidance and who are missing the magic and the inspiration in their own lives, will uncover their deepest, unique strengths and gifts and identify their next steps in life so they can boldly move forward with passion, meaning, and purpose while being true to themselves. How does that sound? So this is what it is in a nutshell. This is what you're going to walk away with this program. Discover and create your very own user's guide to life, one that honors your gifts and talents and is filled with ease. Unearth your uniqueness and chart out your life on your terms, 100% according to you. This is self-discovery. We are guides. We are not teachers. We will guide you in these processes, but it really is according to you. You'll go on a once-in-a-lifetime, step-by-step guided journey to uncover your deepest heart's desires so you can regain or revisit or find your magic, meaning, and inspiration and know your next steps in life. And this is truly information that, unless you have major significant changes in life, and even if you do, there's very little of this you will need to revisit. So I love that it truly is a user's manual in that sense. Become the master of your energy so you meet life from a full cup, right, instead of a half empty cup or an empty cup, and learn to receive, because there's so much we can receive that we are blocking. Unlock your creative gifts and learn how to express them in ways that feel fulfilling, authentic, and meaningful. And some of you have already unlocked your creative gifts, but you know what? I bet there's more that you haven't tapped into, or different ways of utilizing what you have. Discover how to make decisions with clarity using your own personal compass aligned to your own true north. So I'm going to kind of skip over the next section. I'm going to maybe pull out a couple of them. And it's if these statements resonate. So these are the things like if you're feeling these statements here, then you know it's a good program for you. I'll just read a couple of them. I don't feel fulfilled. I know I have more to offer myself and to the world. I'm tired of doing what everyone thinks I'm supposed to do. This is what I did. I'm tired of doing what everyone else thinks I'm supposed to do. I'm ready to experience life on my terms. And I didn't even know what that was, right? I've been through a lot in my life, so many ups and downs, and I've learned a lot. I'm frustrated, and I'm not in that place I thought I would be at this point in life. Yeah, that's true too. And you know, I have friends that are retiring right now, and I'm really just coming into my stride. It is never too late. And I definitely felt like I didn't think I'd be at this point in my life, in many times in my life. Let's see what else here. I don't know how to tune into the magic in my life, those synchronicities. I'm ready for amazing magical synchronicities. I'm stuck in the same old, same old. I know there's more for this in this life for me. How about this one? I know I can be controlling and likely limiting myself. I just don't know how to stop and open myself up to receiving more. I don't feel like I'm contributing to the world. I want to leave a legacy or at least make a difference. So there's some of them. Now let's get more specific. And I'm not going to drill down because I could probably be talking for an hour, but you will have this, this PDF. I'll put it into the files and I'll do a post. Yeah, Debbie says, yeah, retired. It's totally true. Retired. Like you're retired, but you are not done. The world opens up for new possibilities, right? So this is what I love about this is it's the late high school, early college who maybe don't quite know what direction. It's those who've been in the working world or out in the world for a few years and they're not fulfilled by what's been going on and what they chose. It's those who are midlife and they still aren't retired, right? But maybe the kids are, well, you know, self-sufficient in some way, or their career is pretty established, but they're feeling like there's something more. I'm realizing I'm talking with my hands. This is funny. Or retirement, right? In retirement, you might want to find a different passion or a different meaning or leave some legacy, right? I love it. This is really for all different ages. Okay, so to get more specific on how this can be possible and how I'm going to help fulfill these lofty promises that I just said, here's what you're going to do. We're going to evoke personal insight through creativity. And I'm only going to read one bullet point from each of these, but discover how you want to experience life based on your current values and desires. Okay, and I'm actually going to show you a project for that one. This, oh, you can't see it. Darn it. I'll have to put pictures. I've got project visuals I was going to show on what these look like. But you know what, maybe I can show at the end. If anybody wants to see at the end Please, Alyssa, text me, throw me a reminder so I don't hang up like I did with the missing the drawing the other day. All right. So we're going to create decision-making guideposts. This is a creativity activity. So you'll be able to easily make decisions based on how you want to best move forward, based on what is uniquely important to you. Overcome your limitations and explore a new way of experiencing your life. You're going to identify primary beliefs that might be holding you back. And today she says, okay, Alyssa, help me stay on it. I just got that ding, so that was great. That's what that ding was. Somebody mentioned they heard one. That must have been what it was. Identify primary beliefs and that they may be holding you back. This is part of overcoming your limitations and exploring a new way of experiencing your life. Discover the antidotes to those beliefs and experience how these limiting beliefs may no longer be true. We'll have quests. We'll have we're not going to have homework really in this program. We will have experiential quests, experiential awareness that you will just integrate into your day-to-day life. And that's one of the things I love about it, is that I don't want homework personally. I want the experience and to integrate it. And that's what we're going to be doing. So keep on with all the other things you want to do with your life. You're going to unearth unique gifts and strengths. Discover your innate strengths and talents that are so natural that you didn't know they made you unique. These are the ones that are as easy as breathing that I've talked about a couple of times. And then you're going to live in a space where judgment and the criticism and the critic don't exist, right? Imagine, gone. Find the confidence that you're using your strongest skills in the ways that serve you and those around you. That is totally a confidence builder. Nurture your unique self. Discover a tool and a map to create ease in your journey and the experience of life. Become more whole, resilient, and empowered. Stay on track and in your flow. Discover and have the ability to know when your behaviors and thoughts are helping you experience life as your best self and your not best self. And then when you're your not best self, to have the tools to help you find your way back to your best self. We're going to create a vision plan book for 2021. It's going to be a book of retrospection, reflection, and intention. It's going to identify a self-care plan so you can maintain momentum with ease. And you'll identify a roadmap of doable actionable steps to create your dreams come true. Yes, this can happen. And it's not overwhelming. It's like little bites, and it's so clear when you get to this point. And then we're going to create a visual mandala that is uniquely you. And this was where the seed of the Self-Discovery Wisdom School was planted. After I learned all these things, I thought, I want to make a mandala. And I was working with private coaching clients, and I wanted to make a mandala of their learnings and how we are different. And everybody's mandala would be different. And it was a project, but then this project turned into this whole adventure and journey, way more than the project. And that's kind of cool. But that's where this started. If you're wondering, when you see the pictures, that actually, you may have seen it. And I'll post it. That is the seed of the Self-Discovery Wisdom School. So it'll be a visual mandala that reflects your unique gems from this journey that we're going to have. And then you'll envision a bright roadmap to the future. You'll reflect on your silver linings, of course you will, of 2020, the challenges and the learning lessons. You'll focus on your zones of genius to carry yourself forward and create a plan for what's next. So what benefits are there? And I'm just going to touch on these. A once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's all about me. You're going to say, I had no idea that my innate strengths made me so unique. And you're going to say, I can now experience that energizing ease, joy, and empowering flow state that happens when I live in my strengths. It feels great to let go of the stories my inner critic's been telling me, and maybe other critics around you, not even the inner ones sometimes, from their perspective, right? I know that the things that I felt awkward about are because I'm not like the others. We don't want to be like the others. That's the thing, is we think we should. Why can't I do that as good as them? But actually, that's your zone of genius, right? How about I now have so much confidence on how to make decisions that are right for me, right? To know that you're making decisions that's right for you, and it's actually easier than you thought. I feel a new ease in life since I understand my personal energy patterns. I know how to get back into my best self, and that gives me so much confidence. And I can see I'm filled with creativity and ideas with wisdom. I already am. You already are. Just got to tap into it. and I made some real and lifetime friends, because this is a group adventure, right? We're going to do individual quests, as you'll see, but this is a group adventure. And I can see that there are synchronicities everywhere, and I feel them, and it feels so good. So in addition to that stuff, there's bonuses. And I'm going to let you read more of this yourself, but one of them is called Decoding Your Familial Lineage. And it's an in-depth look into your family and other significant relationship connections, up to 10 people. And it's going to give you a fresh perspective on it and on the relationship dynamics at play to help you understand the lessons and the roles that everyone has been playing in your life. And what this does is expose unresolved issues that may be holding you back from your full potential. Then we're also going to give you as a bonus an EFT, which is the Emotional Freedom Techniques Quick Start Guide, because one of our guides is an expert in that. These are gifts from the guides, by the way. Each of the guides provided a gift for us. And it's relief at your fingertips to resolve the stress of the past and present issues. Then there's Discover Your Design course, and this is to help you get grounded in the first steps of your design, your human design experiment and journey. And I'll talk about more of this in the guides in just a minute. So it's the opportunity to integrate what you learn through questions and exercises that will lead you into deeper inquiry. So this is kind of like the next step of what you're going to learn in the core curriculum. All of these are really. All right, and then with me, you're going to have, I don't know why that's so big, but it is, What's Next and Going Forward Strategy session with me. And that's going to be a one-to-one Zoom session so we can review your progress, assess your next steps, and how to best go forward based on what you've discovered. So what is included in this program? 5 months of discovery, new insights, creative expression, and experiential learning. And if you're curious about 5 months, it's every other Saturday morning, Pacific Daylight Time, from the middle of September through the middle of February with a winter break. So, and remember, there's not homework. So it's long, but that's so that you can experience it and really integrate these learnings, these self-discoveries. And it's fun, by the way, to do that. And hopefully every other Saturday for 3 hours, maybe 4, but probably 3 won't cramp everybody's style so much. You're going to get 8 live and recorded group intentional creativity workshops. You will get 8 themed intentional creativity projects, way bigger than the ones we did this week, integrating the various aspects of self-discovery. So each learning, each modality of self-discovery that you go through, we will have an intentional creativity project based on that. You're going to get 8 recorded guided visualizations. You'll have 4 one-to-one, so individual sessions that are recorded and in person on Zoom, of Clifton Strengths, Human Design, Mayan Cosmology, and then with me, some coaching with me. You'll get 4 live and recorded special event guest speaker presentations. You'll have 13 live and recorded community building sessions. These are all integrated in those Saturday mornings, okay? So it's not more time, it's just it's packed with a lot of stuff. Of course, we're gonna have a private Facebook group so we can journey together and share. And there will be opportunities for additional add-on, expanded, deeper dive events and studies during and after the program. So this initial rollout is sort of the phase 1. That will come into play during this first session. I know, because this is one of my forms of creativity, is this school is going to build upon itself and there will be more and more offerings. And as alumni, right, you will have access to those at alumni pricing, I'm sure. I haven't figured it out, but that feels right to me. And then, of course, we have to have a commencement ceremony and celebration. The next section, which I'm not going to read, is praise. So that's kind words that have been bestowed upon myself. And then further down are some of the other guides, so you can read about that. And again, I'm not going to go over that, what you're going to receive. Let's get to the nuts and the bolts here, the investment. So the 5-month program is valued at over $4,500. However, it's a crazy time right now. No one knows what's going on, and I don't think anybody's really feeling sure and stable. So what I want to do is my part to help improve our lives, because happy people are happy world and the world. So right now, this first session, you can grab my crazy pandemic price. So instead of $4,500, the pandemic price is going to be $3,000 with that's a pay in full discount. Or if that's not something you can manage right now, I've got a 5-month payment plan, which would be $690 down and then $690 for the next 4 months. Now I'm going to offer a 100% no risk guarantee. Oops, and I can see I have an error here. It's actually not quite 30 days. It's to go through the first two workshop sessions. And so I think that's about 3 weeks. So I need to change that. But if you don't feel like you're going to get what you want out of it, it's a no obligation, no questions asked. Although of course I'll be curious why it didn't fit, to get your money back if you're not happy, assuming you've done the projects and done your homework in terms of finishing those projects and then shared them. So that's the only caveat for that. So what's so unique about this program? It includes intentional creativity. All right, we've talked about what that is. And then it also incorporates these 3 other methods, processes, modalities of self-discovery, which will be integrated, rooted in intentional creativity projects. So one is Clifton Strengths, and it's the science of strengths that empowers you to maximize your infinite potential. You discover what you're naturally best at, you learn how to develop your greatest talents into strengths and maximize your potential. And this is based on positive psychology. When researchers started asking, what will happen when we focus our energy on our natural talents and what's already working rather than trying to fix our weakness? Often the reactions are, the biggest shock and surprise came when she showed me how a quality that I thought was wrong, that I was working on hard on changing, was in fact one of my strongest talents. So you'll get your unique mix. You'll get actually your top 30, you'll get your full 34 talents and strengths, but you will have your one-to-one quest session where you're going to go in there with like literally a quest and questions of discovery, and it will be about your top 5, which are the ones that pretty much came into play when I went through my own little crisis in my technology turnstile. Okay, then another one is human design. I should probably take a breath and a sip here. Human design is amazing because it synthesizes several different ancient and modern sciences of astrology, the I Ching, the Hindu chakra system, the Kabbalah tree of life, and quantum physics. It helps you discover what makes you different from everyone else. It facilitates profound insights into your conscious and unconscious psychology. This system also integrates strategies and techniques for making correct decisions, which ultimately leads to the life that's more authentic, empowered, and full of ease. It gives you permission to know deep down inside who you were born to be. Some people lose their way or get confused because of others' expectations or conditionings. That would be me. So this is to help you reorient yourself to your personal map for living your life. And then it goes into what you will discover specifically. I'm going to skip over that in the essence of time because we are at a little bit after 7 o'clock here and I want to respect your time. The Mayan dream spell is the other one that presents, this is super interesting, an archaeological blueprint representing different aspects of our conscious and is based on a couple of different natural time calendars. The information that's shared is going to be very different than what's found on the Western astrology natal chart. Plus, Stephen Henderson, who's doing it, he uses his own intuition as he is guiding you through what your dream spell is. So this magical system is a great tool for helping us observe our current circumstances from a fresh perspective. So you can see how this is that MRI I was talking about. It's many different angles at looking at ourselves, right, from all these different modalities of self-discovery. So it's a magical system and a great tool to help us observe our current circumstances from a fresh perspective and help us to expose any blockages programmed by external conditioning that may be holding us back by discovering our own truth and the full potential held within. So how does this work and when does it start? All group sessions are on Zoom. We'll have our all the time open Facebook private community for interactions. It's every other week, Saturdays from 9 to noon Pacific time. And if you can't make it live, for whatever reason, don't worry. Of course, you'll have access to recordings. And all one-by-one sessions are by appointment. Those are recorded as well. There's a time converter, but links isn't going to work here. So orientation is September 12th. The first session is September 9th. We do have a winter break. It just happened to work. Oh, I left a 1 out there. I'm finding my errors. The winter break is December 13th to January 1. I love that that worked out perfectly for typical winter break. And then we're going to have our commencement celebration on February 16th. Below that is actually the breakdown of how the flow will happen. I'll go through the first couple. So the first one is this touchstones, discover your 3 guiding words. And that's going to be a group intentional creativity project that I will lead. Then we're going to do another intentional creativity project that I will lead called Soulful Affirmation Cards. And that's about turning your transforming your limiting beliefs into empowering new stories, and then going out in the world and witnessing and experiencing how those actual empowering new stories are the truth. Then we'll have a presentation about the strengths and talents by Liesel, who's going to be our guide for that. Then you'll do your one-to-one quest, session quest by appointment with her. We'll come back and we will do a group intentional creativity project based on your learnings at your quest. Then the next time we meet is a human design presentation with Sandy. We come back, you go do your individual quest, come back, we do another intentional creativity project based on your learnings. Then we have the Mayan dream spell presentation with Stephen Henderson. You go off and do your one-to-ones. It's over like about a 10-day, 12-day period that these one-to-ones will have. So there's lots of flexibility in terms of when those happen to work with your schedule. Then we'll come back, we'll do another intentional creativity project based upon the Mayan cosmology learnings. We'll take that winter break. We'll come back on January 2nd. We'll do the Tree of Balance for 2021. That's sort of your own self-care and resiliency building plan. We will, 2 weeks later, create your own mandala map. That was the seed of this school. And then we will do a going forward vision book. And then also that's when I will be doing, the couple weeks after that, that's when I'll be doing my one-to-one sessions with you. And then we'll have our commencement. So the next session is about who we all are. So you can read about us and ask questions later if you want. And what else? Okay, the format, Zoom and Facebook, I think we talked about that. How much time will you need to spend each week to go through the materials? Very little homework. However, if you want to dive deeper with your intentional creativity projects and make them more elaborate or whatever, you are welcome to do that. But there really won't be, except for integrating your learnings and into exercises that you do during your day-to-day life, there really won't be homework. Okay, so the vast majority of the work will be done in the group sessions and the one-to-one sessions. How many people? For the fall of 2020, I am limiting this to only 20 people. I want to keep it really manageable. It's, I can see how it's all going to lay out, but, things like technology turnstiles happen. So I want to make sure that everyone is getting what I've promised, the attention you deserve and the experience you deserve to have in this. So I'm limiting to 20 people. Okay, so here's the deal. I thought, if you're ready now, what the heck? I don't have a web page, so you can really, I feel like, in a document, this doesn't really represent the program. They don't have the visuals. So I thought, hey, you know what? It's Labor Day weekend, so I think I'll have a Labor Day weekend special. The web page isn't live offer through Monday, because it's a long weekend here in the United States, so through end of day Monday. And what that's going to be is a free pass to any of my 2021 online workshops. So I don't know what that is yet. I'm developing them, but I'm going to give you a free pass to one if you are willing to say yes before the end of the weekend. I'm hoping this website is live sooner rather than later, and you'll still get a look at that. But this is how I'm, saying thank you for bearing with me for having to go through a document. So there's a PayPal link that you can either send your payment or the full deposit. It's not set up beautiful yet because that's part of the whole challenge that's going on with that right now. And then again, down there at the bottom is that link for a complimentary strategy session with me if you want to talk about this further. So that's what I've got for you. That's the program. I know it is a lot to take in. I'm going to just pause for a minute because I know there's a delay. See if you have any questions in this moment. But remember, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we will be doing the question and answer session. I can actually, we practiced this, I can end the screen share and see you. Oh, darn it, I guess I can't. Now it's not working. All right, so I didn't do the drawing again, so we'll have to, I'll make a recording and put the winner of the, oh darn it, of the drawing on. Alyssa, is there anything else I'm forgetting? I feel like there was something else I was going to share, but I didn't have the video. I think that is it, and I am rambling. So let me just give it another minute that I will pause here. See if there's any questions now. If not, Actually, I'm going to do a post as well that I'm going to say questions for the Q&A tomorrow. I'll do that right after we end this. And if you're not able to be there live, then you can post your question on that. Okay, thank you, Alyssa, who's keeping me in line. I need to do the drawing and the examples, and yes, those are both videos. So I will come back and do that in a moment. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for hanging with me, and I appreciate your being here for the week and experiencing this. And again, if you haven't done them all live and you want, the recordings will be available until the 19th. And if you registered and you're getting emails, then you will get the recordings to keep, and you also get that challenge book. And I think that's it. Someone wants me to repeat the cost. You got it. Thank you. The cost is, the value is over $4,500, but this pandemic price, because of the unsurety of everything and because I want to get this out in the world, and so do the guides, this time it's going to be $3,000. You can pay it up front, or you can make monthly payments of, I'm not great with remembering numbers, I think it was $690 for 5 months. That does add a little bit of cost onto it, so the best deal for sure is to pay in full. And then again, I'm offering some incentive because my website is not happening yet. If you want to say yes to me by end of day Monday, then I will throw in a free online workshop that I do in 2021. All right, so I think that's it. Alyssa, I appreciate your throwing questions at me, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.